Jeffrey Epstein's reported death yesterday has sent shockwaves across the world. No one that I've talked to believes the official story. We've seen the Attorney General come out and launch a major investigation with the Inspector General. We've seen Democrats, people like Al Green that I normally don't agree with, come out and say, listen, we need to see the surveillance footage of what happened in his jail cell right now. Two massive points I want to hit first. This Jeffrey Epstein story is so huge because it's at the heart of a multinational intelligence and corporate blackmail operation that's been going on for at least 40 years. He was a key pimp and procurer running stables of these underage girls and, yes, even children. Now, remember, 10 years ago, we first reported on Epstein and had expert guests on specifically talking about his island in the Caribbean, the aircraft, the Clintons, the manifestos, our Secret Service, sources. And now it's all coming out. So remember, the corporate media and big tech have all worked to suppress Jeffrey Epstein, to suppress the knowledge of this, and to protect the people that have been involved in this operation. Now, we've seen the Catholic Church taken over by this. We've seen all these other big institutions, the Boy Scouts now being taken over. This is a cult of power that uses this evil of corrupting people and compromising them to control. It's a gang initiation. Now, we're going to get into Epstein himself in a moment. But again, Friday, I had Mark Rondazza, the lawyer that sued and got these documents, with Mike Cernovich and others, on the show. And it's so damaging and so dangerous, what's in the thousands of pages, that he said he wouldn't even get into it. He just pointed people to the documents that we have linked on Infowars.com. A couple days later, they're still not even getting into what's in the documents. We have gotten into it, and I will get into it in a moment. But now let's move to his death. He was on suicide watch. Reportedly, they don't know he tried to kill himself or somebody attacked him. That's a sign of a cover-up right there. Then they take him off suicide watch 12 days before he supposedly dies. None of this is by the book. In fact, it's all exactly against the book. Now, let's expand on that. Looking at the comments on YouTube, the comments in mainstream news stories, the comments on Infowars.com and Newswars.com, most people think he's in the witness protection program and that they staged his death. At a fundamental gut level, I don't really think that's the case, because they want to get rid of somebody that has all this information and who's been caught red-handed, because dead men tell no tales, and it's a threat to all the other witnesses that, hey, you think the Clinton death count at 200 and something's big? You think we won't add your names to that list? That's why I think Epstein was probably actually killed. But then, of course, there's the official story that he committed suicide. That's why we need the video. But it gets worse. You know how easy it is to deep fake anything you want, especially with CCTV cameras? So the truth is, what we really can take away from this is that there's no confidence in the system. There's no confidence in the establishment. And they've been caught lying so many times, in so many ways, and faking and staging things, that it's reasonable for people to think he's in the witness protection program. It's reasonable to think he committed suicide. It's reasonable to think that they killed him and said it was a suicide. It's reasonable to not believe a damn word we're told. But what do we know? Trump has said he wanted Epstein investigated years ago. First time was 4 years ago. He's been saying it all over the news. He's been helping open all of this up, and he's been helping have massive transparency. But every time the media talks about it, they say Donald Trump's friend, Jeffrey Epstein, who was just a fellow billionaire, they were at parties together off and on publicly for a few years. Not on the aircraft 20 plus times with Bill Clinton, with children's names blacked out only as initials. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. So again, this isn't about protecting Donald Trump. It's not about anything that's political. It's about children, ladies and gentlemen. And the sick, evil media is sitting there making it all about politicians and people that had almost no connection to Epstein, but not making it about Bill and Hillary Clinton, Israeli prime ministers, and all these other people that were on board that aircraft at that pedophile island and at other overseas facilities. Again, I cannot stress enough the two central hubs to this. This guy was running a massive international blackmail sex operation with of-age and underage individuals, and this could bring down the entire deep state. That's why it's so important. But the second point is, no one is buying the official story. And so it shows really a coming of age with the American people and others, that they're not so naive, and that all of these shadowy forces can engage in all the censorship they want and try forever to suppress the truth, but it's all going to come out. Just like the Bible says, no matter how deep you hide something in the sea, it's going to get thrown up on the shore, and what you are working hardest to cover up will end up coming out at high noon. And that's what's happening right now. So more than ever, no. We've got these guys on the run. We've got them on their heels. They're going to pull a lot of crap. They're going to stage a lot of events. They've got Hollywood cranked up on high, pushing race war and division between the sexes and demoralization. The Chi-Coms are funding the whole thing. They've bought up 90% of the major agencies. But the people see through all of this, and we're in the process of retaking our country and actually governing ourselves again and getting out of this world government project. Now, again, I'm not here taking credit. It's just on the record that we were the first and the strongest exposing this international child kidnapping blackmail ring. And that's why we've been demonized. That's why they've tried to silence us, but they failed. But just yesterday at my hotel, I had a group of 5 leftists, looked like a bunch of young lawyers, come over in front of my 11-year-old daughter and say, we hope you kill yourself. We hope you die. And I said, look at how evil you are. You serve Hillary. You serve the deep state. All this stuff that's going on, you are aiding and abetting it. And they basically crapped their pants. And then I said, get behind me, Satan. And they scurried off like rats. I was right about the pedophile rings, dead on, and have risked my life to do it. But that isn't what matters. If you don't speak out and take action, ladies and gentlemen, you're aiding and abetting these people. On the airplane out here to San Diego, flying out yesterday morning, we just learned this was happening. Shot a video out there, uploaded to our own system. And guess what happened? People on the plane heard us talking, and they said, a bunch of Democrats, they said, that's good. That's good that Hillary killed Epstein. Because I was saying, I bet Hillary's behind it. That shows you how she's a tough leader. That's why we needed her in the White House. And I heard a bunch of other Democrats go, yeah, good, they killed him. They have converted their general voters to basically Satanists. It's unbelievable. They will hope I die in front of my children. They will cheer, oh, Hillary killed Epstein, because they think they're in on some big, powerful thing. Yeah, you are. You're into Satan's system. You're damn right you're dialed into something evil and dark and old. So I'm not serving your God, left, and all your intimidation and all your threats only make me work harder. Do you understand that? And our listeners and viewers, they understand what's happening. It doesn't matter how much you censor us, they're going to share this video and these links because we've built our own system to cut through your propaganda and to cut through your electronic Berlin Wall. There's going to be a lot more coming out and a lot more big revelations. So get ready. Thank you all for watching. Now, please share this video.